Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Brandon. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video today. It means so much to me. And today I'm going to be kind of readdressing a video I made in the past, but it's just on the best way to make money in the stock market. And it's actually one of my favorite videos that I kind of did, but I was looking back at it the other day and I realized the quality is a little bad on it, so I figured I would go back and kind of redress it and update it and hopefully give same information, maybe a little bit better, and kind of do it with better quality. So that's why I'm doing this video today. So if you like this video, make sure to smash that sub button and hit that subscribe button and like this video today. It really helps the channel out. I'm posting videos Monday through Friday. I go over stuff under the financial umbrella, whether it's the stock market or other financial news. So if you're interested in that, please do that. It helps me out so much. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the best way to make money in the market, and disclaimer, I'm not going to be talking about long-term investing or stocks. This is going to be mainly more towards options trading and spreads in particular. And the best way to make money in the market is through credit spreads. Now, this is the most consistent, safe, reliable option strategy there is in regards to building up income and making money consistently and safely trading options. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to kind of give you step by step how to do a credit spread, what you need, what it's going to look like, how to execute it, so on, and kind of through the whole process, so that way you guys get a first-hand look at it, just in case you're really wanting to try it yourself. So I'm really hoping that this video really helps you guys out with that. But let's go ahead and hop into the computer and check it out. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're on the small account challenge, and it's what I have with the Robinhood pulled up. So it'll make it pretty easy. And let's see what's up a lot today. IWM is actually up almost 1%, so we'll click on that. It's actually, man, I was hoping I was gonna get it up higher right here. But, okay, let's see. So anytime you're trading credit spreads, you're gonna wanna go to trade options. Obviously you wanna go to the option chain. That's the only way this is gonna happen. And we're on this weekly expiration. And how I trade credit spreads, and usually the best way to do it in order to get the most option premium, is to sell a credit spread into the move. So if it's up 1% or 2%, like up, you want to usually sell a call credit spread, and vice versa. If the stock is or ETF is down a lot, you want to sell a put credit spread. This just allows you to get the most money for your spread, and at the same time it's a little bit easier to not get attacked, because usually an ETF especially won't run up huge consecutive days, and it just usually is the best overall way to get your money. So let me just look at these for a second. At 212.78 right here, I probably would want to sell a call credit spread. I'm a little iffy on it. It was a little bit higher, but let's just see what we can do. So with credit spreads, it's extremely important that you know how to do it. Robinhood is pretty easy, self-explanatory, very user-friendly, so that's why I'm using this brokerage right here, just to show you guys it's really easy to do. So the first thing, you want to sell a contract. So up here, just hit that sell tab, and I'm just looking at which one might be the best. So we could sell the 218, and then I'm just trying to see here, guys. This may, here, we'll do this. I could sell the 217, so you always want to sell the more expensive one, and then you want to buy the cheaper one. And this one covers you on the back end, just in case the short leg gets in the money. You have this one to cover you. And I would do the 217.50, but usually when I do credit spreads, I like to stay one strike apart when it's just a small one. So we'll go ahead and stay with that. So buy the cheaper one. And if you did it correctly, it will say call credit spread over here with Robinhood. And you'll see your total credit here is $24. But the important thing to remember with credit spreads is that the distance between the strike prices right here, so 218 and 217, that's going to require $100 collateral per contract that you get. So for this one, I need to put up $100, and for that $100, I get $24 back. So that means technically your total risk for this would be $75 would be your max loss. That may sound like a lot, but if you go to here, back to the sell side, if it'll go quickly, you have an 81% chance of profit on this. So it's up to you whether you think that's a good risk reward. I don't think it's bad, and it is above the all-time high, so I'm gonna see if I can get filled on this. Getting filled is usually the hardest part on credit spreads. Yeah, see the range on this one, the bid-ask spread is a little bit higher or a little bit wider on IWM as opposed to SPY. But we'll just see if we can get filled at 25 at first. So you just put in one. All I have to do is just hit review, and just gotta wait on Robinhood to see if it'll do it. Now this one is definitely, oh, gotta submit it now. Now let's see if it'll fill us. Definitely gonna be the hardest one to do, but it's credit spreads. On the outside, they seem like it's a lot of risk involved, but it just, usually anytime you put up a lot of money, you only get a little bit of money back, the safer it is. So technically, the less money you get in return, theoretically, the safer that spread would be. So this one, I didn't get filled. Okay, this is gonna be kind of hard. I'll try a couple times, see if I can get filled for you guys. Now remember, this is the small account, so this is the one I'm gonna be updating every Monday. So if you guys wanna stay tuned, let's see if I can get filled for 24. I'm hoping I can get filled for this. It would make sense if I could get filled for it. Robinhood is very slow sometimes. But just remember, you always sell the more expensive option and buy the least expensive option. And so that way that can kind of cover you for either call spreads or put spreads. So that way you just got to remember, you want to receive credit back. So you want to make sure you're selling the more expensive one. And especially if you're doing it on Robinhood, it'll tell you if it's a call spread or debit spread. You do not want to do a debit spread if you're trying to do this. Debit spreads are a different thing. I can cover it in a future video if it's necessary. And let's see if it'll fill me this time. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh, there we go, we just got filled. So see, it just said we got filled, quantity 1. Obviously you don't pay commissions on Robinhood. So we'll click done, and then I'll kind of show you guys what it looks like on your thing. So we'll go back to the home page. And this right here, just in case you guys didn't know, I've said it before, but every options contract you trade, Robinhood does take a penny. They say they don't have commissions, but I mean, it's hardly a commission. But as you'll see, our spread right here, you can just click on it so you can go up to it, and it'll show you the price action for the day and how much it is, break even right there. You got, I'm down $1 on it now. And we have until Friday for this to stay below $217. So as long as this stays below $217, in theory, we would collect that full $24. And as soon as it expires worthless, we would get our collateral released back to us, and we would have $124 at the end of the week, as long as everything went the way we planned it. And so hopefully, oh, it's jumping up a little bit. But so this one is a moderate risk one. I got a little bit more risk, but there's a little bit higher of a payout. So if you wanted to do something where you wanted to put more hands off, you could just get something that gives you like $10 credit where you don't have to pay attention quite as much. Or you could even do something that has several weeks of time on it, so that way you don't have to be on it every second of every day. It just kind of goes up to you and your personal strategy on what you really want as a spreads trade. Usually I go from anywhere from like $10 to $25. I go within that range usually. Usually is my sweet spot. Now, I personally am not a person that uses a lot of technicals. I just kind of go off of base and feel. Like if a stock is ripped up, because I usually only trade spreads on ETFs. So if an ETF is just ripped up for a day or two, I just immediately think call credit spread, and I get a few dollars up higher, and vast majority of the time it works out because ETFs so usually don't just go parabolic several straight days in a row. But so I just try to take advantage of the big swings in the market when it happens. And as you can see, it just kind of fluctuates a little bit. And the reason why it is a little bit harder to fill these is because it's taking two options and trying to fill them simultaneously. So getting filled and trying to close the trade is usually the most irritating thing when it comes to credit spreads. But something to keep in mind as well, if you're trading credit spreads, you're going to need a level 3 option or level 3 options capability, because that allows you to trade spreads. Robinhood, it's pretty easy. You just request it and they just have you kind of take a survey or watch a thing to tell you the risks involved. Because remember, even though it is more than likely that this could hit for us, our max risk is $76. So I could lose $76, and then that would put the account at $24. And that's why it's hard with a small account, because if you do make one bad spread trade, your account's done. But I'll show you guys what happens to this account if it does end up getting blown up on Friday, because we just did make a bad spread trade. I'll show you guys that. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm out $76. It's not ideal, but I mean, it happens. But that is kind of a quick summary of what spreads are and how to execute it, especially on Robinhood. Now, if you wanted to scale this up to like $1,000 a week, $1,000 a month, you definitely can do that. You just need to add more quantity to it. Obviously, you just need to get more spreads. And it is a very, very consistent, profitable strategy to do. And it's something that I do really recommend for everybody to try. But if you learn something from this, hold on. But if any of you guys learned anything from this, drop a comment down below, say you did. If you have any other tips or questions, leave them down below. I'll make sure to get to every one of you guys, as I really do appreciate the content, or I really do appreciate the interaction you guys have. And I just really want to help any of you guys out that are kind of questioning what you should do in the market or how you should do it. And remember, try to become financially literate yourself, so that way you don't have to rely on anybody else, and so that way you don't have to pay anybody else. I hate seeing people that kind of get caught in a hard spot and they end up paying somebody a lot of money to really give them tips or tricks on how to do things. I don't believe that's really the way to do it, because a lot of the times people are not always fully honest and don't show their true intent. So I think it's very important for you to become financially literate yourself. So just try to keep doing that. Keep that in mind, guys. And yeah, subscribe to this video. Subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot. I post videos Monday through Friday. So if you're interested in the content I have here, do that. It takes like 1 second. It helps me out so much. But all of that out of the way, I really appreciate you guys watching today's video, and have a great rest of your day.